Hello everyone, welcome to part 18 of Laravel 10 tutorial in which we are first creating the admin panel. So we will continue working on the CMS pages, and in this video we are going to work on the active inactive status for the CMS pages. In the last video we have seen that we able to show the CMS pages in the admin panel. Here you can see. Okay, so now we are going to add the active inactive status. Here we are going to show the user that the page is active or inactive, and the user can able to update the status of the CMS page instantly without refreshing the page. Okay, so that we are going to do with the help of Ajax. So first thing is that we are going to add one font app some icon, like toggle icon that we can use for making the status active or inactive. Okay, so I'm going to search for some toggle icon like font app some toggle icon. Okay, so I can search for that icon like this one, toggle on icon. Okay, so we can search for this icon, and I'm going to see if it will work. See, we require the such icon. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one. Okay, I'm going to copy and we'll paste here in our script. Okay, so I'm going to open here the CMS pages blade file, CMS hyphen pages blade file, CMS underscore pages blade file, and here this in this td I'm going to add this icon. Okay, so I'm going to see that whether it works or not. Okay, so I don't think it works. Okay, it is just showing, I think, not fine. I am going to update like FAS. I will try with one more like FAS. Okay, we can try with this one. Now I'm going to refresh once again, and this time it works. Okay, so this is the icon phone on. Okay, so now we need to compare the status here. If the status is 1, it means the page is active. If the status is 0, then it means the page is inactive. Okay, so here like this status, if it is 1, then it means the page is active, and if it is 0, then it means the page is inactive. So there is one icon for the active, and see, for active we will make it on, for inactive we are going to make it off. Okay, so we are going to add here the condition. Okay, here we are going to add $page status, sorry, at the top, if $page status, if it equal to 1, okay, then it means that it is active. Okay, otherwise it is inactive. Otherwise we are going to show it as off. Here I'm going to add off. Okay, and it's like this. Also we are going to add all the classes id that we require to update the status instantly via Ajax. Okay, so here we are going to add a link here. Okay, like this. I'm going to add here the link. Okay, and here also. So now I am going to add here one class. I will give one class here like update CMS page status, like this. Okay, I'm going to give this class, and also I'm going to give one id here. So id I can give something like page, then the page id. Okay, this id that we are going to use. Also we are going to take one more page id in which we will simply add this send this page id. Okay, so other than this, see, href we are going to simply stop from going to any URL. Okay, JavaScript void, it means that it will just show the icon of click, but it will not send the user to anywhere. Okay, so after that I class, that is fine. Okay, so here status is active, everything seems to be fine, and here we are going to make here the status also we are going to use here status equal to active. We will set the status as active. Okay, in this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one complete and will paste here, and just change, I'm going to make here off. Okay, I'm going to make here off. And other than this, one more change I'm going to do here. I'm going to give the style here to off, like I'm going to give the style like some color, gray color I'm going to give, so that it will be shown like it is disabled, that we need to enable. Okay, so I will give the color here like gray. So now we are going to see, I'm going to refresh here, and you can see the okay, you can see that all are active, so all are in blue color, and you can able to click it as well. Okay, so here I am going to make one of the page inactive like 0. I see, so it will be shown in gray color. Okay, you can see it will be shown in gray color. You can see that it is disabled, so that the user will come to know that he needs to enable this one. So actually it meets our design. You can see the blue as well as the gray we have used at many places. Okay, so user is required to make it enable, okay, by clicking on it. Okay, so that we are going to do via Ajax. Okay, so first thing is that with this on click event of this update CMS page status, we are going to perform the jQuery that we are going to add in custom.js. Okay, where we have added earlier also for the current password. So now we are going to add the another jQuery here, like for updating the CMS page status, update CMS page status. So very first thing is we will perform the on click event. Okay, on click, we will perform this on click event on the class that we have just added in our last step, this class. Okay, on this class we are going to add the event in which we are going to send the status, like the current status we are going to send here. Like if the current status is active, then we are going to make it inactive. If it is inactive, then we are going to make it active. So it is a kind of the toggle operation. Okay, so that we are going to perform here. Okay, so first thing is status. We are going to pick up the status from there. Now see here, we are sending the status as well. Like this one is on, it means it is active. Okay, and this one is off, it is inactive. We are going to make it inactive in this case. Okay, so if it is active, then we are going to get this status here, dollar this dot see, we are going to get the status from here. See, it's the see here, this icon is the children of this if this of this link. Okay, so we are going to add here the children. Okay, as it's the children element of that parent id, parent element. Okay, so we are going to pick it like this. I see, it is the I dot attribute. So now status. Okay, I hope it is clear. So if it is not clear, you can watch my jQuery tutorial as well, in which everything like this we I have tried to clear you. Okay, so see here, like this one, first we are going to pick this means this link. Okay, we are talking about this link. Okay, so now we are talking about this children of this link. What is the children of this link? Children of this link is this one, this icon. Okay, so we pick this icon as the children of this link, that is the I. Okay, after that we just get the status. What is the status? Actual status is active, so it must alert active. I'm going to alert this status, and hope that it is going to alert active. Let's see, I'm going to refresh here, click on this one, click on here, see active, and I'm going to click on here inactive. So it is working fine. Up till here it is working fine. Okay, so now also we are going to have the page id. We are also sending the page id there, so that we are going to pick up and that also we are going to pick up from the attribute, and that is the page id, page underscore id. Okay, and I'm going to pick it like this. Okay, so here I'm going to check whether the page id is coming up here. So I'm going to refresh here, and we'll see that page id is 1. See, 1 is coming. Page id is 2, so 2 is coming. Page id is 3, so 3 is coming. So it is working fine. Okay, so we are having the page id here as well. Now we are going to use our Ajax. Okay, dollar Ajax. So we are going to perform now our Ajax here, and here see, first thing is we are going to have that header to prevent the CSRF token error. Okay, so we will add this one. Always add this one in your Ajax to prevent that 419 error that we usually get if we will not add such kind of header. Otherwise you need to always add the URL in the verify CSRF token like we used to do earlier in the Laravel 6, Laravel 7, but now we have stopped using it. We are just adding the security token here as well. Okay, so now type is post. Okay, I'm going to add here the type as post. Type is post. Okay, and URL that we are going to add this URL, and that we are going to add it as admin slash update CMS pages status, like this. Okay, so after that we are going to send the data as well that we have just received from our class. Okay, earlier on we have just received from the blade file. Okay, so status here, status we have received, and also we have received the page ID. Okay, like this, page ID here as well, page ID. So after getting this, here the success function. Okay, so success function and its response that we will get here in this one. If there is error, then we are going to get here error function. We are going to get here alert error. Okay, so now we are going to add its route as well. I'm going to add its route in web.php file. Here after this one, I'm going to add the post route for updating the CMS status, CMS page status post, and here we are going to add update CMS page status. Okay, CMS controller at the rate of update. We are going to use here the update function. Okay, we have the function here automatically created in the last video with the resource controller. We are using the CRUD operation. Okay, so now we are going to use the update function. Okay, that we can use here. Here we will add the update. Now we are going to add our here we are going to add update function to update the status. Okay, so we will receive the data from Ajax. If dollar request, see request we are already having here, we are already receiving the request here. Okay, so request Ajax, this dollar data dollar request all, and first of all we are going to see that whether we able to receive the request here or not. So it is necessary to debug our code side by side so that we will see that the correct data is coming up till function. Okay, we will receive the page ID as well as that status. Okay, so I'm going to open the inspect here to check whether the correct data is coming up or not. Okay, so now see, I'm going to refresh once. Okay, after refreshing it, I'm going to try okay, so let's click on this one, and here it is having the one ID, and here it is showing some error. We're going to see what error exactly. We can also echo here, echo test die. Now click update CMS page status, and See, URL is the issue here. The URL is update CMS page status, and here we have added update CMS page status. Okay, so I have made this silly mistake. Don't do this at your end. Now we are going to refresh. So that's why we need to debug our code from time to time. Okay, uh, so now we will click on this link once again, and this time it is showing the correct result and test we have given there. So it is showing here the test, that is fine. We're going to remove this one, and I hope that this time it will echo the id as well as the status, page id as well as the status. Okay, we are going to see here. See, both are coming fine in our function, status as well as the page id, so we able to perform the debugging correctly. Okay, so debugging help us to resolve this issue. So now we can move further, and now we are going to update the status, like if the status is active, dollar data, and if the status is active equal to active, then we are going to make this one we are going to update the status to inactive, means 0. Okay, and else we are going to make the status as active. Okay, 1. So toggle, we are going to toggle here. Okay, if it is active, then we are going to make it inactive. If it is inactive, then we are going to make it active. Okay, so after updating the status, we are going to update in our table as well. CMS page is our model, where we are going to compare it with the id, the page id that we are sending via Ajax, dollar data page id, and here we are going to update the status, status here, dollar status. Okay, so here I'm going to add here the dollar status, fine, like this. And here finally we will return response in JSON, and we are going to send here the two things, status, dollar status, as well as the page id. Okay, and this one also we are getting dollar data page id. Okay, so that we can able to update in Ajax response. Okay, so we will send these two things after the update of the status. Now the current status, like if it is active, we are going to make it inactive, and we'll send the status back, and so it will come here in the Ajax response. And in Ajax response, we are going to going to update that status back. Okay, so here see, here we have already taken the page id, see id, so we are going to update to this one, like we are going to perform the update according to this. Okay, so we are going to pick this id here. Okay, so that's why we have taken it, dollar, and this id is page hyphen, and we are sending here page hyphen. What it is the page id that we are sending back. Okay, you can see that we are sending back the page id, so we can easily update it. Here we will add here the page id that is coming from there. Okay, page id, like this. Okay, so once the page id is coming here, then we are going to perform the html on this, and we are going to make it update. Okay, so now this time, like if it is active, we are going to make it inactive. Okay, so here we are going to take that once again, like I class. Okay, what it is, now we are going to see to add here. It is like if it is active, now we are going to make it inactive. So class, we are going to take it like this, off. Okay, here we are going to add here off. So here also we are going to compare here. Okay, like if response that is coming is status. Okay, in response, if it is equal to 0, else if it is equal to 1. Okay, So yeah, we can even give here like this, else if it is equal to 1. In this case there are two cases, and we are going to cut here, and in case of 0, if it is equal to 0, then we are going to make the toggle off. Okay, and along with that we are going to make its style color as gray. Okay, so that we need to add inside this one, style equal to color gray. Okay, and other than this one we are going to make its status as inactive. Now inactive, like this. Okay, so here we are going to end this one and going to end the this icon as well, font as some icon tag as well. Okay, so I'm going to copy the same thing for the active status. Okay, here I'm going to paste it here as well, and here see style, we are not going to give any style, and here we are going to make this toggle on. Okay, and like this. So I hope this will work. Let's see, I'm going to refresh this one and we'll see that if it will work fine or not. So now we are going to see here, like I'm going to give here, like going to click here any of the status, like to make it inactive. I'm going to click here, one is going fine here, and update page status is also working fine, and here we can able to see that it makes it deactive. Okay, I'm going to refresh it and we'll see the status is actually deactivated. Yes, it's inactive. Okay, so here also we are going to make it inactive, so all the status instantly we be able to make it inactive. I'm going to remove this one, this alert as well, and I hope this time it is working very much fine. And here you can see all the status are inactive right now, and here also we can see that the status are 0 for all. So I'm going to make one of the status active. First of all, see, we make it active, but here it must be see, color must change here, but it not change, that we need to see here, but we are going to see here once, like so status is active, but here we need to make the color change here. See, it is active, it is showing as active as well, but it is not actually changing the status. So earlier it is inactive, so now if it is active, then here color must be updated. So the color here, we can change the color, but I need to see. Yes, see, inactive, here we need to make it active. I think some issue is with this one. So I'm going to try it once again. See, now the color is changed after refresh. Now I'm going to try with it with this one. See, color is not changing, but I am going to refresh it, then see, it is showing it as active, but here the color is actually not changing, that we need to see. Like if it is status is 0, then it is inactive, that is fine. In case of inactive we have given the color as gray, but in case of active we are not giving any kind of color, but I think we need to give the color here. I'm going to give it blue color. Okay, so now I'm going to try once again. Okay, so like if I am going to make it inactive, then it is working fine. See, all the three status are inactive, back to inactive, and it is showing the gray color once again, so that is fine. Okay, and if I will refresh, it is also showing it fine. And now I'm going to make it active. This time it is changing, but the color is not that I want. I see, refresh it once, I require this color here. I'm going to see that which color it is showing. It is not showing any kind of color, but we want to show here some color, so that it will show it as active or inactive. Okay, so we can make it some other color, we can use here as well. Here as well we can show status color here. So once again I'm going to see, if I will not give any kind of color, then it may not work fine. No, so we need to give color, but here we can give some other color, if not blue. or we can simply use I'm going to see that which color it is. We can pick the color from color picker. We can pick I think some other color. Let's pick some other color here. Now we're going to see. I'm going to make this one active. Now it is fine. Okay, so this one is seems to be working fine. It is looking fine. Okay, so I'm going to give this color here, and this color I'm also going to give here in our CMS page blade file. Okay, here we are going to give here the color as well. Okay, so now I'm going to refresh it. See, all three status are active right now. We can make them deactive here like this, and see, all are deactive. Okay, we can refresh here. See, all are deactive. So I'm going to make two of them active like this. Okay, two are active. First two are active. Let's see, refresh. First two are active. So we are instantly updating the status here. Okay, via Ajax. Okay, so this thing you can also do at your end. So in the next video we are going to work on the add CMS page functionality. Okay, so we will start adding the form for the CMS page, and we'll start working on the add functionality for the CMS page. We are going to unbend the form from our admin LTE 3 template, new design template from admin LTE. Here you can see the dark background template. The last series we have done the white background, and this time the black background. Okay, with some new features, CRUD functionality, resource controller also. Okay, so please stay tuned for the next video. And if you want to get the code, then you can always join the channel. You can always open the URL youtube.com stack developers. If you don't have much time, then you can always get the source code from me. Okay, so that you can also compare at your end and resolve the issues as well. And always subscribe the channel for the Laravel updates. Okay, for the other series as well. We are also working on the React.js series, and also we are working on the multi-vendor e-commerce website. Okay, so also follow the other series as well, and always join the channel if you want to get the complete source code of multi-vendor e-commerce website, React.js course, and this one as well. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.